Starting with some breaking news on top of 7 a.m. and the Ministry of External Affairs has issued a strong statement rejecting the remarks made by the US Commission on International Religious Freedom about the mistreatment of minorities in the country. The MEIS called the report biased and a gross misrepresentation of fact. This comes after the US Federal Body on Religious Affairs released a report and proposed to put India on the blacklist as far as the freedom of minorities in the country is concerned. But the Ministry of External Affairs issuing a strong statement and calling this report biased and tendentious. And the statement says, we reject the observations on India in the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom annual report. It's biased and tendentious comments against India are not new, but on this occasion, the misrepresentation has reached new levels, the MEIS said, and further adding, it has not been able to carry its own commissioners in its endeavor. We regard it as an organization of particular concern and will treat it accordingly. And in the report released by the USCIRF, the report said that the Indian government has allowed campaign of harassment and violence against the minorities in the country. So, strong statement there issued by India calling the report by USCIRF as misrepresented and biased. Well, today is day 15 of lockdown 2.0 across India. India will be completing a fortnight of the second phase of lockdown, and the total number of coronavirus cases are nearing the 30,000 mark. In fact, it's just 26 cases away from the 30,000 mark. The total number of deaths has now risen, and also the total number of recoveries has crossed the 7,000 mark. So now, a big question in front of the government and state governments in the next 4 days. No state government or even the centre have announced a lockdown extension or even hinted at it. There have been sources that have been telling Republic TV that it could be a graded extension of the lockdown with red zones remaining under lockdown, but economic activities and movement and some relaxations in green zones. But there are some numbers that need to be put into perspective before anyone takes any decision on the extension of lockdown, particularly the state governments, because the centre has said that the number of asymptomatic cases in the country are rising, and also there is a sharp need for increase in the total number of There's a need for increase in lockdown, especially in the COVID containment zones. The 5 worst affected states, that includes Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi and Rajasthan, all have reported surges in the past few days, in the last 24 hours. Maharashtra in particular is the worst affected state across the country, and Mumbai, from where we are broadcasting, is the epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic in India. More than 129 districts on the other side have been declared as COVID hotspots, where strict measures have been adopted by authorities to stem the growth of COVID-19. We get you live reports and more numbers from around the world.